You may have missed the headline earlier this week.
We are talking about Northwood University winning 2 national titles. And unless you're in esports, you may have no idea what this means. One is in Overwatch, and the other is Counter-Strike. I'm talking about competitive gaming.
Yes, you are, which some out there will get. We're video games for the rest of us. There are 25 collegiate programs in the state right now. In fact, Oakland University is also nationally competitive, finishing top 4 in Smash Brothers, which Rhonda knows all about, and top 16 in Rocket League, right?
My nephew plays, but I am clueless.
Parents, yes, there are scholarships to be had here.
Deep inside the Oakland Center sits the playing field, if you will, for college's most exciting new sport.
This is the center of the Grizz Zen for gaming. 24 high-end Alienware PCs, brand new within the last year.
Oakland University and head coach Carl Leone launched Michigan's first D1 esports program in 2020.
It started with just 14 players, student athletes. A lot of it was pulled in from some of the gamers that were already on campus. We had a Smash Brothers club, a Rocket League club, and a League of Legends club already on campus. Those are the 3 games that we started varsity, and wouldn't you know it, we had really talented gamers already on campus.
In 3 years, 14 players has become 30. And Leone is about to add more now that Oakland has added a 4th game for players to compete in. He'll also have to replace Rocket League captain Eddie Azam.
And if you ever want to break, hit this opposite one right here. That stops you and it hits you in reverse as well.
Nice.
The grad student just led the Grizz to the top 16 in the national championships. He's a soon-to-be high school social studies teacher and is pretty good at teaching me the basics of Rocket League.
I always tell people that, like, trying to figure out how the car interacts with your ball is like trying to learn how to move a new hand or a new limb.
That's exactly right.
As you can see, the players pretty much can coach themselves, which means Leone's job often feels more like an athletic director role.
If you want to think of my position, maybe 5% of it is strategically coaching the teams. And the reality is that I handle interpersonal conflict that comes up with the stresses of competition and practicing together.
Boom. Who won?
Me, I won.
Oh, you won.
Yeah, I told you I won this one.
All right, you're right.
I did it for the camera.
Yeah.
There definitely is strategy in gaming, though.
The thing about Smash Brothers is that with a roster as big as 85 characters, every character is in some way viable in competitive matches, so we have to account for each and every single one of them.
And teamwork.
We kind of all help each other out and improve not just as like a team, but also as individuals.
And, yes, scholarships.
On average, our players get maybe $2,000 a year in scholarship, which helps towards their tuition. Our tuition here is $14,500, so that's 15% of their tuition there, which is pretty significant.
And the money these kids are getting is no joke.
There's programs in the country that give out full ride scholarships, and I think that that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that just tells you how far esports has come, right? I mean, think about that. Full ride scholarships for playing video games.
Yeah.
And it's only getting bigger. And the other weird thing, we'll talk about this at 7 o'clock when we have a live interview, but they don't really fall under collegiate rules. So if you want to pay these kids to come to your school to play, it's like the Wild Wild West.